today I'm gonna make a spatchcock chicken. I'm gonna smoke it. I'm gonna use oak wood and then the royal lump charcoal. So I got this chicken here. Just got it from the grocery store. 7-pound chicken. So I'm gonna spatchcock it. So I'm gonna take out the backbone. I'm gonna cut it down the sides of that. Take that out. Break the breastbone. Clean out anything that's on the inside. And then I'm gonna season it. I'm gonna use the Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub and the Holy Gospel for a meat church. So Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub I'm gonna lay on first. I'm gonna put the Holy Gospel on top of that, and then I'm going to put on the Oak Ridge barbecue. Just to give it some color and stuff. I just, I like to layer my seasonings, just build it up. So I'm also going to use the Red Hot as a binder, and I'm going to make shredded chicken. Alright guys, so I just rinsed this off, dried off the skin. So right here, the backbone, I'm gonna cut down it and then break the breastbone, so I'm able to flatten it out when I put it on my smoker. So I just got some scissors, came with my knife set, so just right down the edge. There you go. So now I'm gonna clean out the insides, take out any of the little pieces that they get stuffed in there, like just the different organs or whatever. And I'm gonna rinse it off again, make sure everything's out, and then I'm going to break down the breastbone a little bit, put my binder, which is gonna be the hot sauce, and then put my seasoning. So I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so I cleaned up the inside. So now I'm gonna break the breastbone. Just gonna push it down. Just so it can lay flat on the smoker. But there we go. Just gonna lay just like that. Good to go. I'm gonna rinse it off one more time, pat it dry, put my binder on, and then put my seasonings on. So, all right, guys. So I put all the seasonings on it. So on the bottom half of the chicken, I started off with the killer hogs, and then when I flipped it on the meat side and underneath the skin, I started with the Holy Gospel. The second layer was the Oak Ridge, and the final layer was the killer hogs. So now I'm just gonna let it hang out for a few minutes. I'm gonna get my smoker up to temp. I'm gonna run at about 275. And that's about it, man. So I got the seasoning underneath the skin, right on the breast meat, right on the thigh meat, and the drumsticks. And that's, that's it, guys. I'm just gonna let it hang out. Throw some black pepper on top just for like extra color. And should be it. So got my chicken going. We'll be running 275 with some oak wood. Alright, here's the chamber. Got some foil down there so it doesn't get too dirty. But I'm waiting for these to the flame source come to the top, then I'll throw them into the smoke chamber and we'll be ready to go. I had it up to about 330. It lost temp right now. When I opened up the lid, it went down to 270 right now. I'm gonna try to run it to 275 for a few hours. I'm not gonna put a probe inside, only inside of the chamber. I'm not gonna put a probe inside the chicken. I'm just gonna go off color. I'm gonna let it run for about 2 hours. See how it looks, check the internal temp around the 2 hour mark, and if I got 165 and turn on the breast meat, then I'm going to pull it, let it hang out, and I'm also going to be making the honey jalapeno sauce to put on top. I'm going to put that on top of the chicken, put it back on the grill. Alright guys, so it's not quite there, but it's getting some good color on it. I'm still running about, it went about 290, almost 300. That's all right. Again, I'm not going right now. I'm just going off of the color. I'm gonna let it run another hour. It's been on for an hour already, so I'll check back in another hour and see how it goes. I was getting a reading about 120 in the breast, so we still got about 40 degrees left. So I'll say about another hour and a half to 2 hours, and we should be good. So I ended up putting a probe into the chicken. I started getting anxiety because it wasn't, every time I would check it, it would like still be the same temperature. So I did put a probe in, but it's all good. So I'm running it now up the temperature to about 300. It's at 306 right now. It's 151 internal, and I have the probe inside the breast meat. And I have been putting butter. I melted some butter and I've been basting it. I basted it about twice now. So it should be done here shortly. I'm about to go make the honey jalapeno sauce to put onto the chicken and then throw it back on for about another 15-20 minutes. So I'll get back to you as I'm making the sauce for the chicken. So it's almost done. I have the probe, so like I said earlier, I put a probe in there. I started getting anxiety because it wasn't moving up. It felt like it was stuck at the same temperature for a while. So now I'm going to make the honey jalapeno sauce. So I have my pan here. I'm going to put it on high. I'm gonna throw a stick of butter in there. I'm gonna let that melt. In the meantime, while that is melting, I have 3 jalapenos here. So they're pretty big. So in the Metzger household, we like spicy food. So So I'm gonna use 2 jalapenos. I'm melting a stick of butter right now. I chopped up the 2 jalapenos. I was originally gonna use 3, but these are pretty big. And so I just don't want the jalapeno to overpower everything. I do like spicy, as I said, but I just don't want, you know, too much spice and not be able to taste the food. So I'm going to add, I wrote some notes down, so if I'm glancing over there, you know, I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna use 2/3 of a cup of the Red Hot, the wing sauce. I'm going to use, let's see, a teaspoon of honey, and then a teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of the garlic powder. I'm gonna throw in some bagel seasoning. It has the sesame seeds and stuff. I just want to try it out. If you don't like it, don't put it in. You know. Same thing with the paprika. I'm gonna do a half teaspoon of this. So, like my recipes, they're not my recipes. So let me backtrack. Not my recipes. I get a lot of stuff from, you know, All Things Barbecue or How to Barbecue Right, Heath Riles or Malcolm Reed, and I just try to put my own spin on it. So, you know, you guys do the same thing. You know, I'm putting my own spin. You guys put your own spin. If you don't like jalapenos, don't put jalapenos in. So I just blended up everything. I let it simmer together about 15 minutes. I just blended everything together. It's spicy. I could taste the honey. So I can definitely taste it. It's sweet. It's spicy. The jalapenos for sure come out. Garlic, I can taste that. It's very good. Love it. The chicken, it's almost done. All right, guys. So we're rolling about 296, got 160 internal. So you can see the chicken. It's nice and dark, good bark on it. I'm going to put the sauce that I blended up, the honey jalapeno. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on here and let it finish up with the sauce. Chicken is done. I pulled it at 164. I let it rest for 10 minutes. Smells amazing. Nice color, super dark. I let the sauce tack up that I made, the honey jalapeno spin that I put on that sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take off the legs, the wings, then shred up the breasts and all that. But before I do that, I do want to try this. I want to see how good this tastes because it smells amazing. Let's take this little piece right here. Dude, it smells so good. It smells so good. Dude, that's good. Let me dip it in this sauce. Let's try that out. My God. Goes. I'm gonna take the right drumstick. Just look at that. Came right off. Look at that. Take that off. Oh, good God. Back to the next section. All the juice is just coming right out. Oh, look at that. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe it. Oh, good God. So I shredded up the chicken. Looks amazing. I have tasted a few pieces and it tastes awesome. My lady loved it as well. Sauce is great. I poured on a little extra sauce, not everything. We still got enough to dip our sauces. Tortillas are going right now, but it's good to go, guys. It's awesome. Give it a try. Like I said, it's not my recipe. I just put my own spin on it.